Your last asset. Complete the mission. Storm damage. You make this look easy.
Yo, what is up guys, Supreme Fire here, Silver Short. Welcome to another gameplay commentary on the PlayStation 4, playing some Black Ops 4 CWL. And this gameplay is some of my best CWL gameplay. Now, I don't know if these people were just bad, I don't know if my connection was really good this game, but this game, I was dominating, guys. So anyways, what I want to talk to you guys about today is competitive gaming. And as you may or may not know, competitive players have this thing called gentleman's agreement, in which they agree to use or not use certain things to level the playing field. So for example, at the beginning of the game, everyone agreed to not use LMGs, to not use Torque or Ajax. And those things were useful at the beginning because those things were broken and unbalanced, and the current rule set didn't reflect that. However, as time progressed, Treyarch kept on banning, patching, buffing and nerfing certain weapons to at the point where I feel in the current gentleman's agreement are actually not helping at all, and if anything they're hurting the competitive experience. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan of CWL, and I really like when people try out new strats. Whenever I see someone using an unorthodox gun, if they're gonna dominate with it or if they're gonna play good with it, they have to find their rhythm. They have to play in an unorthodox way, in a way that benefits that gun specifically. Pro games, the strats that they use are specifically tailored to the three main weapons that everyone uses, and that's the Maddox, the SOG, and the ICR. The ICR wants to stay as far back as possible to get that benefit from its almost non-existent recoil. The SOG wants to be as close as possible because it's the best close range weapon if you exclude the Spitfire. And the reason that they don't use a Spitfire is because even though the Spitfire is really good at close range, if you go far range, it stands no chance against the Maddox, and the SOG does. The Maddox wants to stay behind, a little bit behind the SOG, so in case the SOG goes down, they can just pick up that kill, or the SOG can touch somebody, hide, and then the Maddox will finish them off. That is the current meta of the game. That has been the meta of the game for a long ass time. However, the meta changed when Luminosity won the last tournament with the addition of the Rampart. Now, the Rampart is a very good mid-range alligator weapon. And it's an alligator weapon, it's a crocodile weapon because it's really good in a straight line. However, as soon as you try to zigzag, as soon as they need to make a turn, they fail. Similarly, the Rampart, it has a lot of damage, okay? It's really good at tearing through armor. That's why it's among the best, if not the best, blackout weapon. That's right. If you see a Rampart and you don't pick it up and you rather stay with your ICR, you are shooting yourself in the foot if you're playing blackout, and don't do that. That's of course in the normal map. In Alcatraz, in Alcatraz, you should still pick the Rampart. I mean, the Rampart is just, in my opinion, the best weapon for all around purposes when it comes to blackout. However, back to competitive, the Rampart is really good mid-range. It's better than the Maddox, it's better than the ICR, is better than the SOG. However, the closer you get to the individual, the better the SOG and the Maddox are, and the reason for that being is that the SOG and the Maddox have stock and the Rampart does not. This inability to have stock is what makes the Rampart a well balanced weapon. Now, a Rampart is in fact dominant as a defensive weapon because if you're aiming down an area, if you're locking down a choke point, there's almost no way they're going to be able to get across from you unless they double team you and get super close and personal. But by that time, you can just call your SOG or your Maddox, you have some backup, and that's it. It's over. And the fact that instead of trying to adapt to that weapon, the people decided to gentleman's agreement, it's fucking stupid. Like, for example, throughout the entirety of Call of Duty, I would say from Modern Warfare 2 to Call of Duty Black Ops 3, the best or the staple weapon for competitive has been the burst rifle. The burst rifle in Black Ops 4, the swordfish is an ugly ass rifle. Unless you get it to the Mark II, that shit is pretty. But that weapon is really, really good right now. It is so good, in fact, that as soon as they buffed it, instead of trying to use it, these fuckers banned it. That's fucking retarded, bro. Like, we're at the point where the players don't even want to play the game, they want to play their own game. And it's not that I don't like the way that they're playing, it's that I fucking don't like how they're being a little bunch of bitches and not catering to what's best. Like, they find something that they like and then they stick to it. Like, are you kidding me? It's like, okay, I'm comfortable with this weapon. That weapon that's out, that's better than this weapon, I don't like it, so let's fucking ban it. They don't even fucking give it a shot, okay? Like, if you're banning a weapon before playing a tournament with it, like, come on, bro. Like the Rampart, nobody even gave it a fucking shot. Like, I don't know if you remember, guys, but Strictly Business SB back in Ghosts with a fucking S, fucking dumbass bitches, bro. What the fuck, Ghosts, man. This is such a retarded game. Anyways, Strictly Business revolutionized the meta in Call of Duty Ghosts, because back then gentleman's agreement did not exist. So I don't remember exactly the setup, but it was basically people ran 2 close range weapons and 2 long range weapons. That was back when it was 4v4. They ran 2 close range, I forget what the weapon is, and 2 long range, that being the MTAR. However, Strictly Business switched it to 1 MTAR and 3 close range weapons, and that revolutionized the game. I mean, that meta came about on the qualifications for the Call of Duty finals, for the Call of Duty championships, the $1 million tournament, okay, not some bullshit 50,000, okay, for the tournament right before the $1 million tournament, they got first fucking place. Was that because they were good? No, it was because they had the better strat. Okay, it was the better meta. And so what did the rest of the players do? They picked up on the meta quickly, bro. Everybody started doing the same thing. Everybody went 3 close range, 1 long range, or mid range, really, because all the weapons in that game were fucking lasers since you died so fucking fast. And the Strictly Business ended up getting, I believe, 6th place, which is still not bad, but it's fucking pitiful compared to being first in the qualifications. But again, that's because everyone else was at a disadvantage not using the same weapons. In the same sense, Luminosity Gaming is not that good, okay? They're a really good team. They have some really good possession, but as a whole, they're not that good, okay? The fact that they won first is definitely because of the Rampart. But instead of trying to adapt to it, these people, they try to ban it like they did with the swordfish. In my opinion, the ICR has absolutely no place in and competitive, because as much as you like it or not like it, easy to use weapons are actually a little bit boring to watch. I prefer watching people trying to either control the recoil of the Rampart, or trying to to predict where the people's going to be, because they have a burst weapon and they can't just spray and pray. So I'd rather see a swordfish and Rampart, and actually a Spitfire meta, which I feel is a way better meta, especially in a lot of the close quarter maps, than the current meta, which is just low recoil weapons. It's literally all it is. They find the weapon with the least recoil and the most amount of damage, and they use that weapon. Like, honest, like the weapons with the least recoil of the ARs are the ICR and the Maddox, and lo and behold, those are the weapons that they're using. And when it comes to the submachine guns, the SOG is actually the second the second most stable submachine gun. It's definitely the most balanced of them, and that's why they're using it. I feel like in the current setting, you know, yes, we should not have Torque, we should not have Ajax, we should not have the fireman, whatever. I forget his name. Yes, those specialists are retarded, but the fact that they want to ban the staple burst fire weapon, the fact that they want to ban the Rampart just because it beats the ICR, which is a fucking boring ass weapon, and it has no fucking kick. Well, fuck you, man. Then grow some fucking balls and learn to play the game. Okay? Now, I'm saying this as a fan. I can only enjoy so many competitive matches when everyone is using the same exact shit. Okay, I really like people that are changing it up. Like when Big Baby started using the frag grenade with the sub. That's some shit I would pull, bro. If I had a team, and I was dedicated to assault class, I bet you I would already have that class. Unfortunately, I still don't have my team. So don't worry, guys. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get a team, and when we do, we're gonna make some moves. So that's been all for today. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys believe in the gentleman's agreement? Currently, I know at the beginning of the game they were definitely very, very useful, very, very beneficial to the competitive scene, but I feel that currently they're doing more harm than good. I feel like everything that is already banned is good enough, and everything that isn't banned should be used, because it's not that broken. Like, listen to me, the Rampart is really good, of course, but as long as you're a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, then that's it, it's done. So, and I do feel like some perks that have been banned should be revisited and taken another look at, because I feel that now they are viable. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. My name is Supreme Ultimate Power, sub for short, and I'm out.